Weirdest animatronics
Hey guys,
explained.
Super Horror Mike here, and
Anyway.
in today's video we explore the often odd and quirky world of Five Nights at Freddy's with a look at the weirdest character creations of all time. In past videos we've taken a look at Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and many more of the mainline animatronics and their variants, so with the main cast out of the way, it seemed fitting to cap things off with...
Wait, isn't Ennard supposed to be on there somewhere? I hadn't even met Ennard. I had to explain myself.
Roster of terrors are often funny, sometimes creepy, but always weird to behold. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into a look at the weirdest Fnaf characters of all time.
What the heck? There's that photo again.
One of the creepiest animatronics found on this rundown, Music Man fuses together elements of both man and arachnid. His humanoid facial design paired with a set of spider-like legs. Music Man's face remains static no matter what the situation. A freakishly long mouth full of rectangular teeth sits below a bulbous pink nose, above which we find a pair of black, lifeless eyes. Again, these eyes resemble those of a spider.
It's a tarantula!
His chest cavity contains a speaker from which his audio can be heard, and as he talks, Music Man clashes together a pair of cymbals which he holds between large gloved hands. Music Man first appeared as a purchasable product from the restaurant in the 6th mainline game, Fnaf Pizzeria Simulator, where he made up part of the Rare Auctions catalogue. It wasn't until the arrival of Ultimate's Custom Night that this creepy musical attraction actually posed a threat to the player. If we make too much noise, Music Man will begin clashing his cymbals until eventually he storms into the security room and jump scares the player. This jump scare also gave Music Man a voice. He sounds upbeat, yet highly unhinged and deranged as his vocals distort in sadistic pleasure.
Fruit Punch and Lemon Clown.
Clowns are scary to many people.
No.
There is even a phobia of clowns known as coulrophobia. So it's no surprise that when designing clown mascots for Fazbear Entertainment, Scott Cawthon decided to make them look extra weird. These clowns come in two forms, Fruit Punch and the Lemonade Clown, and, as their names suggest, are used to dispense drinks to the thirsty patrons of the pizzeria. They appeared first in Fnaf 6 as part of the Smiles and Servos section of the catalogue, and came packaged with a minigame in which the player must choose the optimal time to sound a klaxon and scare the living daylights out of as many children as possible.
Fruit punch for everyone.
However, one of these clowns harbours a dark secret. You may have noticed that Fruit Punch Clown looks a little more angry and, dare I say, evil than his counterpart. On very rare occasions, this wicked side is revealed via a line of dialogue. This audio is disturbing and unexpected to say the least.
Tell anyone about this and I cut your throat.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies with limited commercial interruption. Wednesday, November 25th at 7.
I remember that.
Don't miss out on Medicare.
We gotta say that.
Click here for your free Medicare plan checkup.
I think.
Another oddly creepy-looking vendor found in Fazbear Pizzerias is the Prize King. For the low cost of $7,770, this gold-plated king can be yours, purchased from the Rare Finds auction catalogue. This king wears a jewel-plated crown, with beady green eyes, a large nose, and abnormally wide smile. He manages to seem friendly and strangely intimidating all at once. Perhaps it's the lack of limbs that does it. Prize King wears a cape which cloaks his body, and this body is full of circular capsules which contain, if we're lucky, a prize. These prizes are obtained via a rather uneventful minigame as seen on screen here. But outside of this minigame, there isn't really that much more to say in regard to this strange Five Nights character.
Candy Cadet, but I'm not gonna...
Surely...
What number are we at? We're at 3 or 6. Okay, we can do Candy Cadet and then we can end it. Yeah, that makes sense.
One of Fnaf's weirdest characters, Candy Cadet is a blue and grey robot with a pair of tall orb-like antennas atop his plate-shaped head. a head adorned with multicolored lights which flash on and off as he talks. His arms are made from spring-like devices with pincers on each end, while his body contains a candy dispenser. Below this, 2 slots for accepting coins are found, situated between a pair of large treaded wheels. At first sight, Candy Cadet is simply a rather odd-looking robot. However, there is something more to this strange mechanical jumble than first meets the eye. Candy Cadet tells a series of morbid and depressing stories. These are often genuinely unsettling. Take a listen to just one as an example.
Now I will tell you a story. A story about a kind man who would visit 5 orphans and bring them toys and gladness. The man lived alone, and lived in fear that someone might break into the house of one of the 5 children, so he adopted all 5, and brought them together in one place, in his own home. He promised them to never leave them, and they promised to always come home, and never stay out too late. He left one day to buy food, his heart being filled with gladness, but returned to find that the burglar had chosen his home, and killed all 5 of the children. The man could only afford one coffin, so he stitched the 5 bodies together to make one, and buried the child. That night, there was a knock at the door.
Fun fact, the voice of Candy Cadet is actually the same Ivana text-to-speech program used by streaming websites such as Twitch TV, and employs the Brian accent.
The puppets, but I'm not gonna go for the puppets as